Yes, I am saying it is normal for us, especially women, to touch ourselves and engage in self-pleasure. I don't really like the M word. I think the M word is so old. I don't know. It almost sounds like mechanic. I think the M word sounds very mechanic and it takes away from what I'm talking about, right? So somebody had commented and they said, hey, they've been taught growing up that touching themselves is wrong. They love themselves and they want to engage in, I'm not going to say the M word, but I'm going to say self-pleasure. What are my thoughts? And my thoughts are, yes, I think it's completely normal for women to touch themselves. In fact, I am encouraging women to touch themselves. I'm encouraging women to look at their yonis with a mirror to enjoy the pleasure of their own body. And I'm also encouraging women to give themselves their own O's to help attract things that they want, to help pray for themselves, and to use that time intentionally. In my O and Prayer ebook, I talk about this. I even have a section that discusses releasing shame about touching yourself, right? I think that there are many women out there that have shame around it because they were brought up maybe in a very religious home where you're taught that touching yourself is wrong, right? And so for me, how do you release shame for that? And the first suggestion I give women is to take a mirror and to look at their yoni, NAKED. Take a mirror, look at your yoni. You don't even have to say anything. The next step I give is to say to your yoni as you are looking at your yoni, I love you. And you're going to build that connection with your yoni, right? This is for women that are dealing with, oh, I think that this is a wrong thing to do, but it may be something I'm interested in doing. What are the steps? These are the steps, and I give this in my O and Prayer ebook, which is basically helping you create your own self-pleasure rituals so that you can deepen your own pleasure, dive deeper into your feminine energy, gain more confidence, get to know yourself better, feel more confident sexually, and also take that time to pray for yourself. That's why it's called O and Pray. That energy, that creation energy is extremely powerful. And so instead of just using it and maybe some people watch porn, you can take that time, focus on yourself, think about the things that you desire within yourself. They don't have to be material things. It could just be, dang, I want to wake up and feel beautiful, right? That could be the simple prayer that you say to yourself. And as you are touching yourself, you are saying to yourself, I wake up and I feel beautiful. I wake up and I feel beautiful. And as you are getting yourself to that big O, that is your prayer for yourself. That's your creation energy. This is how you tap into your womb magic and your yoni magic, is by doing these things. And it involves looking at your yoni, talking to your yoni, using it, right? It's a place that has so many nerve endings for pleasure. So to say that we as women should not be touching ourselves because whatever tells us not to, I think is insane. If we look at certain indigenous cultures, especially even Indian cultures, there are so many statues of the yoni around where men just worship the yoni. It was seen as a beautiful thing, and I think we sometimes have gotten away from that, and I'm just trying to bring that more forward, but for women to focus on themselves. So thank you for commenting. Of course, I'm going to keep your information private. But yes, I think it's completely normal for women to touch themselves. I encourage women to touch themselves. And if you are a woman out there that is trying to release shame when it comes to touching yourself, and you just want to try something different for you, you want to dive deeper into your self-love, I call them spiritual self-love practices or spiritual self-love rituals, then check out the link in my bio and check out my O and Prayer workbook. I keep wanting to say ebook, but it really is a workbook. Anyways, XOXO selfish babe. If you have any more questions, feel free to comment them below. Mwah.